Born here, but I feel like a tool. Middle finger to the world when they come for me. Just give me excuse to be who I wanna be. Niggas is some on the beat, scared to tell the truth. And middle finger up to the council coaches too. Middle finger to the world when they come for me. Just give me excuse to be who I wanna be. Niggas is some on the beat, scared to tell the truth. And middle finger up to the council coaches too. Middle finger to the world.
Welcome to episode number 62 of Me and My Big Mouth podcast. I am him, he, the host Tuck, and as always, I have a great show for you. My job as your man. On today's show, we will be talking about my job, his job, the job of a man in a relationship. Because it seems like people are trying to change the job description of a man. Say it ain't so. See, the reason you might be having problems in your relationship is because you're doing somebody else's job. But before I get into, there is something I must do, and that's allow my panel a chance to introduce themselves. So to my far right.
What's going on? This is what would Nino do on all platforms, the Nino Effect.
What's going on? I'm Raheem Cousin at Raheem Cousin Speaks on Instagram.
Jess, and I go by Jen and Juicy on social media.
My job as your man. This is probably one of the most necessary episodes I've ever done. It seems like men are confused and women are confused. So I asked the panel, what is the first thing to come to mind when you hear what a man is supposed to do?
Protect and provide.
Protect and provide?
It's always
Well, yeah, obviously. Protect, provide.
Yeah. Protect and provide. Make them feel safe.
Yeah, safety probably number one on the list.
Well, I want to ask the people out there, why do we demonize control? Because you can't protect and provide something you don't have control over. Like, people tend to make control a bad thing. But you've been a supervisor, right?
Yeah,
You are
but
one,
it's
right?
about how you go about it.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
You answer the question.
I mean, it is how you go about it, because
She
you got some asshole
Wait
supervisor,
a
and
minute.
then
Let
you
me
got
put
me.
some pimping in it. It's about control. Can you run an effective job being a supervisor and you have no control over your staff?
Well, first is about being a leader. So if you can be a leader and then you get your people's the respect, and those people would follow you and then believe in you, then you can control the situation, but you don't have to control them.
The question is, if you are at a job and you're a supervisor, do you have to have control of your staff in order to be effective on your job?
Yes.
So why don't you think it applies to a man in a relationship? Because they demonize the word control.
You don't have to control your woman in order to be a leader in your household. You just
How?
Because it's a team.
Yeah, you work
Control it.
together.
I asked y'all, what is a man's job?
To be a protector, provider.
Can you
definitely a
protect
leader.
your kids if you can't control them?
My kids don't know any better.
I
don't
ask
sometimes know
again.
better.
You keep going across the question.
I'm not going across the question.
Can you protect your kids if you don't have control?
My kids and my wife are two totally different
Damn,
things.
he won't answer the question.
I'm trying to get to the I'm trying to get to the answer.
Can you protect your kids?
No, you can't control your kids.
You
And
said-
you also, I mean, if
You can't protect them
You
if
can't
you can't-
protect your kids if you can't control them.
Well, yeah, your kids. Yeah, definitely you have to control your
But
kids.
it's also
But
the same with like your
I don't-
partner, your wife.
I don't have to
whoever it is.
control my wife. I don't have to control
You gotta
my
have
partner.
See,
a
because
you have to have a level of control.
What happens is with the job description, they demonize the word control, which is your job.
Right.
You know who put you in charge? If you subscribe to the word of God, God did. He said you should rule over your woman. I don't know what the hell rule mean in y'all book. Sound like a lot of control. So if I tell my woman that's dressing revealing, nah, you can't wear that. I shouldn't get no pushback.
Right. You shouldn't get no pushback. But that's not
control.
But that's not control. That is not control.
It's like a respect thing.
That's exactly.
But that's still
control. I should be able to control that.
It goes both ways because if she said,
it's like the
see,
reason
that's
why
when it mess up right there.
No.
The reason why people demonize control because there is a way to go about it. If you're controlling and it comes off disrespectful, at this point you're a dictator because now you're about to be forceful.
If it comes off disrespectful,
yes. It's gonna feel forceful.
You trying to come out the
like
house.
if you like, I mean that is disrespectful.
Right.
I mean, like
so
for,
we both
into
disrespectful at the same time.
To that, like for that example, I'm just saying when it comes to control, like the reason why people demonize it is because some people can abuse control,
right?
And sometimes people come in, it's like, okay, I'm in control, and then it's like a dictatorship.
When you know, if y'all look, because I really love God. You notice that God didn't come to Eve when she ate the apple, did she? He came to the person in charge.
He's like, bro, didn't I tell you this? You supposed to rule over this whole area. You supposed to take care of these fields.
What?
But you let her talk you out of what I already told you to do.
Then I guess he don't have the control that you talking about.
So that's
he don't have the control
That's exactly what
talking about.
No. But that's exactly what he's saying. It's
then
like he didn't have control of the situation. So now we got to deal with this mess in the world.
It sucks to be him.
No, it sucks
to be us.
It sucks to be us. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
No, because what would Nino do?
Oh Lord!
Cancel that.
If Nino is talking about control,
canceled
man,
fast.
I don't know what Nino had control of his shit.
Right? Yeah.
In the minute he lost control,
that's when it went up in.
G Money, I'm on the run. So let me ask you a question. Like, why do we demonize control? Because you even come into the defense of control as if it's an issue.
We demonize control for two reasons. You got some people who need control because they never had control, and you have some people who don't want to be controlled because they have always been controlled. Then you got the people that are in the middle who know how to balance it out, like me. But it's not called control. I call it more leadership because I don't have to feel like a dictator to my woman because my woman feels scared when she's outside alone by herself already. So why should she try to have that same feeling when she's inside the house with me?
See, and you just demonize control again.
I'm not demonizing
You just
control.
said dictator. Okay, if you get on a plane, who is in control of the plane?
The pilot.
And him telling you to sit down and fasten your seat.
Why is he in control? Because he
safety.
knows. No, he is in control because he knows better than everybody else on the plane.
You're digging yourself into a hole.
No, I'm not digging myself into a hole.
I'm saying she don't know better.
No.
What you're saying is we don't know better. It's being the leader of the household. That's what I'm saying.
That's not what I'm saying.
That's what you're saying.
What I'm saying is, as your wife being your equal, it's not I'm better than her or she's better than me. We are equal. So I don't have to act like I know better.
We're not.
Like I am.
We're not equal.
Yes, we are equal.
No.
Equally yoked. Okay, fine.
No, we're not
eggs,
equal. We're equal in a sense of we're one.
We're equal, but we have different roles, like you said.
Yes.
Right.
And you can't be equal to the role I play.
But
because that role fits me.
But we can't be equal to the role that she plays.
I'm not trying to take a position.
But that's where we're equally yoked.
So
that still makes us equal.
Yes.
So that doesn't mean that I have
area.
In one area, I might be more superior, but then in another area, she might be more superior.
What do you think we're talking about?
You're talking about just a man being in control.
No, I'm talking about, I asked y'all what first thing that came to mind, protect and provide. You agree, your children, if you don't have control over, you can't protect them. Mm-hmm. But you wanted me to negotiate with my woman that I'm supposed to be ahead of.
Okay, so what can your woman do that you can't do?
She's a better nurturer than me.
Okay, so
she handles emotions better than I do.
Okay.
She know how to express them better than I do.
Okay.
I'm more logical.
Okay.
So if this house has a turbulence, I don't need to panic like my wife.
That's where you're a leader.
And that shows that you're in control of the situation.
But can you raise all them kids by yourself?
That is her superpower. I follow her lead in what she's better at than I am.
This is why we're equal.
But why when it comes to a man telling a woman what to do, you see it as being a dictator.
But
Because
you know the reason why it's because there's a lot of men out here that don't know how to be leaders. They're getting piss poor example. Half of y'all that be up in them comment section ain't had no daddy to tell y'all how to be a man.
You right.
And then y'all want to come out here and watch a couple of things on YouTube, and now you think you a good leader. Y'all ain't shit. And then y'all and then come in talking about I'm in control. A lot of them come off like dictators because you leading with your ego, and that's not how you about to get shit underlined, because now you're a dictator. And that's why control is an issue, because there's a lot of people that don't know how to be leaders.
No. Control is not an issue because don't nobody know how to lead.
Yes, it do.
No,
because if you come in,
this is how I said people are trying to change the job description. Just because you're shitty at the job, don't mean the job is bad.
Right.
I mean, your examples about people being shitty at the job.
But
But
if
that
you,
le-
if
but
you lead
that-
the
but-
right way,
But you
that
can't
lead-
tell a person that's leading the right way that he's doing something wrong because he in
Right.
control of his house.
She just now explained to
But
you
She
why
explained to
control
me somebody
is
that's doing a
demonized.
poor job at
because
being a
if
man.
he's
No,
doing
why
a
is
poor
he being
job at being a
demonized?
leader, that's why
Does
it comes
you-
off like the
but the
control.
job
That's
is-
why control is demonized.
And that's the wrong thing. We're
Right.
demonizing the job instead of the fucking worker.
She just answered your question though.
No, she didn't.
I figured it out.
You
It
can't
makes sense to
demonize.
me.
Look, this is how people like you know how them pastors be doing.
right?
Be
Because they
stealing
got a
your
bad
money.
pastor.
They'll take examples of bad pastors and paint everybody as bad
Right.
pastors. You cannot take somebody that's shitty at being a job, being the man of a household, and then try to use that same metric on a person that's doing what he got to do.
Just like they try to say black man ain't shit, but that's not true.
Right.
It's just a black man you know ain't shit.
That well,
That's different. You
that's-
know what I'm saying?
that's
But the job description ain't bad.
Right. If it's done right.
It's nothing wrong with the job description.
right. A lot of
It
women
is
yeah,
about the worker.
right. A lot of women, which
Okay, but why are we demonizing the job description? Because
Right.
when it comes to being the head of the house, I have to have control of the house.
Right.
in
But
what
I
way?
can tell how the word get misconstrued.
In
In
what,
what
way?
way?
Yeah.
Any decision that has to be made and we can't agree, we can't come to I have to actually make that decision. Because if anything happens, who takes the blame?
You already know it. You don't agree?
What?
You don't agree?
No, I do agree. I'm just saying, like, what if it backfires? Then
That's cool. I follow
Who
this.
take the blame?
I fall on that sword. You're gonna take the blame regardless.
Right. And that's what being a man is about.
Right. It's funny. I'll see people, or you see some women lead men. I promise you, I see it all the time. They'll lead them into the wrong door, the wrong situation, and the guy be in the back, like, I told you it was over there, but it's not. No, I see the sign. And
Yeah.
y'all in a completely different area than y'all supposed to be, just because you let her lead when you knew the
Right.
right way anyway.
Yeah.
But some men just don't know how to lead. They could have easily been like, nah, we're not going nowhere. We're doing this
But the job description ain't bad.
at all.
No.
It's nothing wrong with this job description.
It's actually for your protection.
Right.
I don't knock it at all.
Because this is how you know. Like every time you see a woman in that position, she changes as a woman.
Yeah.
She turned to a man.
She turned into an alpha, what the fuck ever that the fuck
Man,
is.
stop.
Turn
I
into a
can't
real
stand
ass
that.
nigga.
I can't stand
Turn
it.
into a real ass nigga.
Yeah. Your woman is supposed to be soft. It's like it is crazy because when a woman is the sole provider of a household,
Go live on the
her
street.
attitude, her respect level goes down. She might not say it, but at some point when that pot start bubbling over,
Right. She's gonna have something
Yeah,
to say.
putting her
she
foot
gonna have
down.
something to say.
She putting her foot down now.
Now, it is a job. It is a man's job. Just like when it comes to, it's a man's job to protect and provide.
Mm.
We do know that. But if you're my helpmate, you're supposed to help in those areas too. Just like when a woman's a nurturer, that don't mean that them kids is just hers.
Right.
Yeah.
You got to come in.
But she's the leader for that. She's in control of that. You better follow her lead. I will, because I'm like, look, you know better than me. So I'm going to
Yes.
listen to what you say. You got this.
This is your area of expertise.
That's your area
Right.
of expertise.
No. See, being a leader, you don't have to micromanage.
Oh, I know about being a leader. I love leadership. you know, when you are a leader, you trust the people who are put into position to help you get to your destination.
Right. Who you done delegated these tasks to.
Yeah.
Y'all still have issues with control?
It once again, it just depends. So you have these weak-minded dudes who never had control, who now think because they're a man they got control.
Yeah,
And they
absolutely
get
right.
so
And-
caught up on the roles of like when you just sat here and said a woman is for nurturing, then they'll turn around and look at it like that's you and that's all you.
Yeah.
Don't,
That
I
shouldn't
mean,
be
no,
like-
I mean,
yeah,
it
yeah,
shouldn't
yeah.
be like that, but
Yeah,
that's what
but
a lot of people get it so blurred.
Let me tell y'all men out there that actually do that. Like, who the fuck do you think you are?
Right.
I'm a man. I'm only supposed to
If
and provide.
God
Like, that's literally
Is
how they
willing
think.
to listen to you. You think you won't listen? You can't listen to your woman?
Right. Because
Make that make sense.
because amongst men, them niggas ain't shit.
Yeah, most of the
Like,
time.
yo, sit the fuck down, little nigga.
Right.
Yeah,
Most of
because
the time.
And then they go home
the thing about
and then they want to be a man.
oh now when we let's go back to what was the first thing y'all said came to mind?
Protect.
Protect.
Protect and provide.
I mean,
Go ahead. What you
I
got?
got something for you. I don't know. I seen this probably on Instagram or something. A guy said when he dating a chick, he would test her. Now, people say, "Why you testing them?" But he said, "I would test them. We'll be out at a restaurant, literally get down, sit down, get our first drink. As soon as we get the drink, I said, hey, grab your coat and let's go. If she questions, hey, why are we doing this? Instead of just grabbing your coat and getting up and go, he was like, I probably won't date her for long. Just because if I could have seen a gun, I could have seen a bad situation, I could have seen something that we need to leave this place right now. But if you're not willing to listen to me, it ain't like,
That's a stupid ass test.
I mean, it is.
That's poor communication.
No, now
That's
that
horrible.
test should be on. Matter of fact, that should be communicated amongst your wife.
Yeah, I mean,
somebody
but
that I'm just
somebody
no,
just don't know.
no. He said, I said early on in dating though. He didn't say like on the first date.
Oh, okay,
No.
all right.
He said early on. He was like early on with dating, not first date. But he was like,
okay.
yo,
I was
after
gonna
we
say,
started, not first date. First date, wow. She was like, oh, this nigga crazy. I'm about to get away from him. But
Yeah.
no, he's like early on with dating. He was like, you know, we'll go somewhere, we'll be out, having a drink or two. He was like, yo, let's go. But he was like, if she questioned it too much, it's like, hey, I can't even protect you because somebody could have walked in with a gun. Somebody could have did this. Somebody could have did that. I know we need to leave here. I might have some problems, some beef.
That ain't even a dating.
This
that's
nigga
a
running fire
relationship.
drills, yo.
Yeah.
That test should be
Yo, what's
But
wrong
he
with
said early on.
I don't know.
not
about
in
this
dating.
test,
That's
though.
still a dumbass test in dating. You ain't my woman.
I mean,
In a relationship,
If you know, you know. How about that? You don't gotta go through all that.
Because if I'm dating
man.
you, I'm just learning to trust you.
yeah. How much she trust you?
Huh?
How much do she trust you though?
It's developing.
Yes, development. But not in dating. That sounds like a relationship.
Come on, let's go. Come on.
She should know.
Hey, because
But
you
you-
could have saw your other woman. No.
We don't know though.
Hold on now.
That shit.
I got all the questions.
Yeah.
Early in dating, no. Your relationship. When y'all say y'all together, yes.
But why would you dare her if you don't feel like she can pass that test?
All right, man, I ain't running that damn test. This stupid ass test.
I don't know.
man.
You might have missed out on some good opportunities
I
because
don't
this test is.
You'd be like, nah, I ain't going.
Yeah, how what is his, like, you know, what is his score on this? Like, what's his stats on this test?
You probably still dating.
He probably said that.
Probably still dating. You should send me that clip too. Nigga. Relationship, dating.
I'm gonna find it. I got you. I got you.
But I get the premise.
Yeah.
I understand what he's trying to
Where he
do
going?
because he's trying to see, but that is weird as fuck. Man, I still think about it in dating because that's a relationship issue.
But no, he said they'll be kind of dealing with each other. It ain't like a first date or.
But
second
even
date.
still, where the like
Pulling
where
stunts.
I get sometimes there's some sense of urgency where you don't need to ask questions.
Yeah, that's essentially what he's saying.
But at
like,
the same time, people act like leadership can't be questioned when sometimes people need that reassurance of like what's going on. It's not that I don't trust you as a leader, but like you can't just always lead me, like just lead the people that's following you in the blindsided. Like we still kind of, we still need to know what's going on. So like if I'm questioning you, it's not that my doubt in you as a leader. It's just that I want to know what's going on. Like don't leave me out here. I'm on a team and you the only person with the playbook. Like
no.
And then there was no fact at that.
Tell, like
questioning my leadership should be an emergency break glass only.
I just feel like questioning is nothing wrong with it.
What happens with it's in the midst of a decision already made? Meaning, like, if it's really danger and we're together,
right?
I don't need you to question shit at this moment.
But that's what I'm saying.
Let's get in the car and you can question me all day long.
But that's what he was
saying. And then I can reevaluate because you might be right.
That's what he was saying.
But he running fire drills though.
Yeah, I
mean, we gotta see. We gotta see.
In dating, no.
I don't care dating or 2-3 years. Like, yo, you got a gun. Let's go. Like, communicate something. Yo,
because I might know a way out there in the back. Like, look, I saw the way on about the bathroom.
Right, exactly.
Right there.
Yo, look, yo, it's getting ready to go down.
Corner too. We right there.
Keyword: go down. Say no more.
Right, it's over.
That's true.
Come on, let's go. Come on, go.
So when y'all said protect and provide, y'all, that's the first thing that we always hear, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if my job is to protect and provide, then your happiness is not first priority. It's protecting and providing. Weak men make women the center of their life.
Happy wife, happy life? No.
What?
I don't know. Happy spouse, happy house. That's what I go by. That's what I go by. Happy spouse, happy house.
Right.
Yeah.
Happy wife, happy life ain't fair.
I don't feel like love equates happiness though.
Huh?
I said love don't equate happiness.
Sometimes it don't.
Yeah, because like love is sacrifice.
And love carry pain too.
I don't want that kind of love.
Love is optional.
What?
Love that carry sacrifice, love that carry pain. I don't
like,
know.
I mean, but if
that's
you think
you would
about
never
it,
get love anywhere else.
That's not true. You could get love and be happy and not have to.
Not
deal with
saying that you like you taking it all like
I am
wrong.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you taking it to the extreme. Like if I choose, like if I'm in love with you, and I want you to be happy. Mm-hmm. Sometimes the things that make you happy, I'm willing to sacrifice what makes me happy just to see you happy because I love you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Cause she's like, I don't even like basketball, but I see him watch this stupid ass game with you.
Right. I don't even like.
I don't know what's going on, but I'm willing because it's something you enjoy. Or go to a hockey game at the PNC or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't enjoy this, but I know that you enjoy this. Or go to a wrestling match, WWF, WWE, whatever.
Yeah.
But you like this, so I'm gonna take you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah. Okay. I mean,
that's the sacrifice, though.
Yeah. Now that's cool. Like you got to do that in relationships because you got to have that balance.
But it takes somebody to have to love you to want to do that. Because some people, if you're selfish, if I love me, I'm going to care about what I want.
I feel like but I feel like a lot of women operate like that though.
Yeah.
I love me, and I pretty much only care about me. I told my wife this past week, I was like, hey, both of our feelings are valid. Mm-hmm. Your feelings aren't more valid than mine. This is kind of like an even thing. Mm-hmm. And we can't operate on, it make you happy, so we just got to go with that. It's an even. It's a back and forth.
Right.
There's a saying that men would sacrifice their happiness for their family. And a woman would sacrifice her family for her happiness.
Mm-hmm. That's very true.
That's true.
You see women all the time.
Who is always talking about, I'm not happy, I wasn't happy?
Right. They'll leave their whole family.
30 years married.
They might take the kids, but
they'll take the kids just out of pride.
Yeah, because that's what they're supposed to do.
That's pride.
What they feel like they're supposed to do. Anyway.
Now, I got to get on these type of men in your job because I got a clip that's it's been going crazy ever since I posted about last month or so when I got on women and how they treat nice guys.
They step on them.
And they what?
Step on them.
And I got an epiphany about that this week. And I understand. I stopped looking at it as, damn, he nice. Like women will say, I can't deal with a nice guy because I'll run all over him.
Okay.
And I used to think that was wrong. But now I figured it out.
Okay.
This is my epiphany. Being nice is not a bad trait. But being only nice is. See, women don't mind a generous king. But you have to be a king first. Think about it. If God was only nice to us, would we submit? And if a woman is designed to submit, why would she submit to somebody that always agree with whatever she say? They're not built like that. A woman want a king that don't bow, even to her. That's why these nice guys that say they're nice, that's a good trait, but being only nice ain't.
That's a good point. You cooking with that one.
Yeah, okay. Like I really
I can't even disagree.
Because I
like
kept
it.
seeing it. And I'm like, yo, this clip doing good, but
If
why
you
do
only
they do that?
nice.
And it dawned on me like they cannot follow something that will submit to them. Like women, to be honest, women are the most, and you talk about control. Women try to control a man. And the men she can't control is the men that she loves.
That's true.
The minute she find control over that man, she can't love him the same.
She don't. But that's a
So
lot of
put it
women
down-
ask for that in
Yeah.
relationships though. They take a guy out the wilderness in the wild.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, all right, come in the house.
Yeah.
Cool. You know when you was in the wilderness, you had access to a whole bunch of stuff. We're not going to talk about the stuff, but they had a whole bunch of stuff. They pull them into that. Hey, come in the house. Sit down with me. Then they take away all this access that they had to the world, and they don't get them and feed them and give them what they need
Right.
at the crib. But once they get this guy in this little box, now they start treating him like shit.
Because the respect is gone.
Yeah, because they're like, well, I don't got nothing to worry about him.
Because
He at the crib.
I submitted to a king and now he's bowing to me.
Yeah, I got him. Don't like no pictures. Don't do this. Don't do that. Now they can start treating you like a sucker.
Just like niggas, like in your mind, like I can't even understand niggas that think you can get in trouble with your wife.
Oh, that's insane.
Women-
I'm a grown ass man, get in trouble?
What?
Now she might be mad at me,
No, yeah.
but me being in trouble,
That's crazy.
that's fucking crazy.
like,
And I'm
to what
grown.
extent? Like,
When you do something,
Dudes be like, yeah,
do something
I'm gonna get in
stupid.
trouble with my wife.
Yeah.
She gonna pit me on the couch. I wish the fuck
oh,
I was
oh, when
anybody
they say
couch.
when you say it like that, okay,
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah, I've heard that.
Not like cheating or anything.
No,
like
no,
that.
no,
Oh
no.
yeah,
Cause
nah,
trouble
we're not
in the
talking. We're
home.
not talking.
Yeah, like,
We're
yeah.
not talking about cheating, but
You cause trouble in the house, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know I
to
can
get it
cause trouble.
Yeah.
I can't get in trouble.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
different.
Okay,
Yeah.
I get it.
I'm like, I'm a grown ass man. What do you mean?
Yeah,
Trouble.
I'm going to be on the couch, not in my damn house.
Yeah. Yo, I used to
I'm in the bed.
it's
We can sleep butt to butt, but
I-
other than that,
I do respect this aspect of, cause I don't even like this shit. Niggas that gotta get permission to go out.
nah. Okay.
I can
There's a fine line
Hold on,
between
it's a
getting
fucking
permission-
line, fucking
It's,
line.
all right.
Yeah.
It's a balance to that.
it's a
Yeah,
balance, cause
yeah.
sometimes you choosing just to go out could be disrespectful.
Yeah, it's a balance.
Especially
All
if you got plans. But
Oh,
if I don't
got-
want you to go,
right. For no reason now. For what?
why?
Just cause.
I don't want you to go.
Oh, okay. Bye.
Because I'm an introvert.
All right.
Grown men with a curfew.
Nah.
Now you do have a curfew. I just
Yeah,
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 it's
yeah.
Don't
unspoken.
let the sun catch your black ass. Now
It's
that's
an unspoken.
disrespectful.
That's an unspoken
Rule.
rule.
Yeah.
It's unspoken, like unless you die.
But
like,
and then also, I
just
say
say I
most-
die for 2
sometimes
hours. Or
It's
something.
all about if communication is set in place, though, because sometimes like you run over, like
Run
I
over
used to
what?
have, like sometimes like all right when my ex to go out. and time will run over like, oh, we had to go do so and so and so and so, but like he would keep me updated on everything because he know he was out like way past time. So shit happened.
Yeah, I understand y'all got a flat tire, but y'all can't just be like,
oh, so and so got too drunk. Now we got to go take this person to go get this car.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
okay, well, yeah, something like that.
Shit like that going on. So I'm like, all right, but then he'll just make sure he keep me posted throughout the whole way. It was when he stopped doing that. I was like, oh yeah.
But like
this nigga outside.
you know who the best, if you really think about it, because if I'm designed to submit, then women, some of their poor choices to me make a little sense.
Right.
Because they can see the leader and the king in a bad man. You understand? Like, that's why they are this the good guy. Because there's nothing to submit to. He submits to me. But this nigga, if he just did what this nigga did,
he fixed this little thing.
Yeah,
he fixed Chief.
Yes, that's real. That's real.
You know, if he fixed that, he'll be good.
Good. That's all I need him to do is just stop that shit.
That's it. Other than he raw.
He got everything I'm looking for.
Yeah, that's what they were saying about me for the long time. I don't even be mad. No, I'm gonna leave that one.
When it comes to a man's job, your job is to establish law and order. Don't mean that you come up with the laws all by yourself.
For sure.
You have a helpmate. That means somebody's there to help you. So you have to establish law and order. Mm-hmm. You can't have a woman in charge because she's ruled by her emotions. She can establish a law, and then her emotions will change that said law. But if you have a logical thinker, which is a leader, then no matter what that fucking emotion tell you, this is what we gonna do. Now, this is very controversial, but it needs to be said.
Okay.
In my household, God, man, woman, child. If I operate, and this is a God-fearing house, right? And one of my kids grow up and become gay, you are welcome in my house. Your girlfriend or your boyfriend is not. Because this is a God-fearing house, meaning that God finds that to be wrong. So I'm not letting your lifestyle come into a God-fearing house. No different than I would let somebody that sell drugs, they can come in the house, but they can't bring the drugs with them. See, but women with emotions, they hear that as harsh. But I'm here to tell you, I'd rather hurt your feelings than God's.
Now, as a woman, I don't come with emotions, but I kind of come at it logically. You said the drug dealers leave the house outside, but your gay child can come in the house. They brought the gay in the house. They still gay. Brought their gay
No. Your lifestyle is I said your child.
Who they are, like being gay is kind of like a part of who they are. They still
your child, girlfriend or boyfriend.
I mean, it's still your child.
That's still your child, though.
No, I said my child is welcome in the house.
No. I'm telling her, like, because she's saying pretty much
throw the whole gay away.
The kid's still gay when they come in the house,
right?
But
I'm not bringing your lifestyle in my house.
Yeah, like, because they got to be the kid regardless. They're your kid.
The drug dealer is still going to be the drug dealer just without the drugs.
Drugs in my house.
Yeah,
you can't
bring the drugs in the house.
I love you, my brother, or whoever can be a drug dealer. I love them. Yes, you are welcome in my house. Your drugs are not.
Right.
But then that other person should be able to come in your house.
No, that's a lifestyle that I don't.
As long as they don't do no gay stuff, then
you can't.
Well, that's like saying as long as you bring the drugs in my house, but you don't sell them in my house.
I mean, don't bring the drugs in the house.
It's about the object.
Yeah,
it's about the object.
And see how emotions.
No, I'm
them all emotions.
That's not emotion.
Because I first said this is a God-fearing house. If God deem it to be wrong, who am I to say, yeah, you can bring them in?
That's cool.
It's cool. Love is love.
I'm not thinking about it with emotion. I'm just saying if the drug dealer can come in and just don't bring the drugs, if the gay gonna be there, the gay gonna be there. Like
right. But he's still a drug dealer still when he walk in the house.
Yeah, he's still a drug dealer.
You don't understand. I'm saying you can come in. You're welcome. I love you.
You can come
as you are.
You can come, but you have to keep your lifestyle outside.
There you go.
I mean, because my only thing is, it's like the drug. If we're looking at it as an object, the drug is outside, and you keeping their partner is the other object.
The lifestyle.
lifestyle.
The
Yeah.
lifestyle is outside. The lifestyle.
But what if, like, they came in and they just didn't?
It's this question and shit I'm talking about.
That's
saying.
the
Go ahead,
lifestyle. That's the
It's
lifestyle.
still a lifestyle.
Yeah,
That's
That's
the
the
lifestyle from the
lifestyle.
house.
That's like you're accepting it now. You're accepting the
And
drugs.
then I
You're
have other
accepting the-
kids that I tell these kids about God and the way God wants you to live. See what happened when they, yeah.
No, I mean, the only reason why I got quiet is because at the same time, like, they're gonna see shit everywhere.
But they're
Yeah,
not going to see
but
the
not
side
at
of his
my
house.
Everywhere.
Well, there you're talking like, yeah, that nigga want control now. Like, yeah.
I'm speaking as a vessel for you.
Yeah. But you saw quickly how the pushback was because it sounds harsh.
Right.
Once again, I'd rather hurt your feelings than God.
Absolutely.
Like, even when people, like, the thing about it is, I have things in me that God deemed wrong.
For sure.
So if I have to fight with my own demons and fight away, I'm not accepting yours. Just, even though they say love is love. God don't deem, just because love is love don't mean it's right in God's eyes. It just ain't.
I agree with that.
But you see how, like, it causes, like, well, what is your child? La, 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 la.
That can be my child regardless.
I don't know no better. I follow somebody that I think knows everything. That knows everything. So I don't know how that feeling can make me change that. But I know women deep inside will give you pushback. Because you come off as harsh. But love is harsh. Even the love you have for God, he's harsh to you when you're not doing what you're supposed to do.
He'll get you in order.
Yeah, but I can't bring influence into my house that my God don't find, acceptable.
I mean, my whole thing, I don't like how you equate it to, like, me getting in my emotions about it. I'm just trying to make logic out of it because, like, the gay is still in the house. But that's your child. So
all
I get
three
what you're
floors
saying.
Understood.
So no, I'm saying
and you trying to
my whole
make
thing
logic of it.
Yes, because it's like either they can't come in the house because they're gay or
No.
I'm
But
not saying
nobody
cast them
said
away.
that.
No, I'm just saying, like, if you saying keep it
But
out
the drug
house.
dealer is still a drug dealer when he in the house too.
Right.
I don't get why you don't understand.
I'm saying if I can't have you in my house because you're a bad influence, then you can't come.
Nobody said you did.
No,
You can
but
come
the
in the
drug
house,
dealer
child.
It's
Child.
what she heard. Her emotions hearing this.
The
It ain't nothing wrong with it because it sounds really harsh. It really do.
The
What I'm
child can
saying
come in the
sound
house.
harsher because I'm saying that if you don't want that influence in the house, then this is the gay. Don't let them in the house.
No, that ain't it.
Like don't bring
So then don't bring a drug dealer
the mess
in the house.
Like it's almost like take your dirty boots off at the door. That's what
Right.
he's saying. Just take the boots off.
So if they like the boy dressed up as a girl, he can't come to your house like that.
No.
Absolutely not. You keep that over there. You keep that with your friends. Just like the teenage kids that curse. We know the kids cuss. You better not cuss in my house. No, you better not do that.
Like, people don't even allow smoking in their house.
You're like, what? And you know they smoke.
I mean, just 10 times out of 10, they're not coming anyway. But
Yeah, but the thing of it is, you are welcome.
you have that option.
Like, people don't understand the term "come as you are." You
Right.
can't stay as you are.
Right. We want you to change.
Yeah, but if you're stepping in my house, you notice a God-fearing house.
Right.
Respect my rules. Now, I wouldn't go to your house and trying to change anything.
Right.
I wouldn't even go in there with judgment.
If your little boyfriend over there, I ain't coming. He can guarantee it.
No, I can still come to your house if that's happening, cause that's your domain.
That's your house, but I ain't coming. me personally. That's just me. I'm gonna leave you out there. I call tomorrow. My fault.
No, it's like, even with that, like, establishing law and order, women are like today's women, they tend to have a check off list on what makes a leader. And I don't know where they get their information from.
They don't have a damn clue.
The internet.
Yes.
I'm kind of confused about who told you this is how a man is supposed to lead.
They fixed that shit in their
Other women.
Other women telling other women how men supposed to lead is like, why you ask no man, bro? Why you ask your dad? They don't know that, dude. They do not know.
Other women that don't even have a man.
Right.
Now, when it comes to being a protector and provider, we had this conversation before, and I had another epiphany. Because, like you said, you wouldn't tell your deepest, darkest secrets to your wife or spouse. And the epiphany was, I thought it was crazy. I was like, you'll share it with the therapist, but when y'all said it, I didn't know whether it was just you couldn't confide or you are trying to protect. Because you don't. If you feel like she can't bear it, then she don't need to get it.
Yeah.
But if you couldn't confide, I think that's a problem.
Absolutely.
But if you're saying it because I don't think you can handle it, then that's your job as a man.
That was my reason for it. It's not that I don't feel comfortable with it. It's just some stuff is not meant for women sometimes.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, this need to be carried to maybe one of my homeboys, maybe a therapist, because we even talked about it after the fact, me and my wife. And I was like, hey, it may be something that you may hold on to later on down the line when I was just having a moment.
Yeah.
And you're going to probably hold on to it and just talk about it or feel some type of way about it long term. And it was just that one particular moment.
Now,
she understood it too.
Is this something that you just put in your head, like that you're projecting on her, or is this something that you know to be true?
A lot of times, like if your woman holds on to everything negative and forgets everything positive. Yeah. So I ain't gonna talk about this because she gonna hold on to it.
Right.
I mean, I guess I just don't have that issue. I have people come in there and confide all their problems to me. Sometimes it becomes
God bless you.
But
that's
just
easier.
who I am as a person. So like anybody that I'm with, they come to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there needs to be more women like you. Women take notes.
No. That's a whole different dynamic because they're not together.
Are you saying people?
No, I mean people that I'm with I never had. I've known some things about some people out here.
No, I'm talking about if we're in a relationship, this could be one. And I want to fuck somebody else and I'm fighting. You think I should confide in my woman about that?
I think they're saying you should leave it at the house. I don't care what you. Don't tell her that. I can guarantee you. No matter how good
she got
and
quiet.
how well.
Oh, should I tell my homeboy, bro? I'm struggling.
Yeah.
I'm struggling. This is just something I want to do. It's not saying I'm going to do it. Yeah. I just want to. These are my feelings. These are my desires. I've been in the wilderness for a long time. And I just need a little taste.
I mean, again. I'm not saying like immediately would I sit here and be like, damn, like, of course, in the back of my head. But that's just the type of person I am. I'm still going to have to rationalize with it.
But you're going to be thinking about
but you still going to be like, dang.
Could you sleep? You want to sleep?
Because I'm already, honestly, in my mind, I'm already going to think that.
Why?
What, that you, because it's kind of just a thing.
That's not true.
Do I feel like, I honestly feel like,
That is a thing, though. I ain't with you on
that.
You need to confide a little more, nigga.
It's like, it's kind of like when we walking in the mall and a fat ass come across. I'll look at you because I know you're going to look, but I'm not about to be mad at you.
I can't stand
because I
can't stand walking with my girl.
I'm not about to. Now, I ain't one of them girls that's about to be like,
she know what you like.
Fat ass.
She know what you like. She know she like, oh, he like that.
Can we?
She gonna give you a little side eye.
Can we clone you, please? Like
this is from Life Lessons and Trials and Error, isn't it?
Write a book. Write a book.
Women see the fat ass before you see it.
Oh, they already know that. Oh yeah, they been looking at them to see when you can look at them.
Let me see. Look at that ass. Cause that's the shit he want.
You know what I do? I look directly at her. I look directly at my wife the whole time.
Oh, don't do that because then, don't make.
I gotta do it.
You gotta do that.
No, she already passed. Now I can relax.
And I'm in a relationship where, nigga.
Yeah. You think you think you should?
You already know what it is.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy is that. Even when I talked about control and saying that a woman that what she wears, if her man find it too revealing, she should take it off. It's a theme that's going around with women, even women in relationships, where they'll rather look sexy than beautiful. And why is that? Would you rather look sexy than beautiful?
It take too much work to look sexy, don't it? When you could just look beautiful.
Nah, some people, never mind.
I'm just a dope specimen.
You said what?
I said I'm just dope. I can't help it.
I am not mad at that.
Women
can't
would
help
rather
that.
look sexy than beautiful.
Because sexy get more attention than beautiful. That's why.
I'm talking about women in relationships, though.
They don't care. A lot of women they seek the attention from social media more than they seek the attention from their man that they have right beside them.
No,
Those quick shots of dopamine from those likes get women going. That's the attention that they love to get and receive.
Can we bring in like the two dynamics of women though? Because there are those attention seekers, and then you have some of those women that's just in her mood. Now, if she's consistently like this, and it's just trashy, attention seeking.
Mm-hmm.
But if she put on that badass dress here and then it's like, yeah, damn.
Then,
She in her element right now. She just feeling herself. Like,
but
right
it's
now, this is
still a balance to it.
It
Even if you're in your sexy phase or your sexy weekend with your girls, it's still like, hey, you do got a husband or you do got a boyfriend, whatever you have, you still got to respect and honor that. Just like if I go out with my boys, I can't all of a sudden forget I got a wife.
You know, some of the, like, I watch the dynamic in the gym when you go to the gym, and some of the women that I really respect are the women that walk in and they got that shit tied up around their ass. I was like,
Right.
She got a man.
Right. I seen the chick, like she doing pull-ups. She got the junk on. And I seen the chick turn the other way. So I'm like, she respectful.
Yeah.
She respectful.
Yeah.
Respectful, sure.
And what do y'all say about men that desire other men to lust after their woman?
Them weirdos. They weird to me. That real weird.
Real
weird.
fucking weird.
Yeah.
Like they get off.
Kanye do that.
Get off on another man lusting after your woman.
I think it's an ego thing for
Is it
them.
an insecurity thing?
Yeah, because it's
Both
ego.
of
It's like they want something that I have, so I feel better than them because they can't have it and I got it.
They
I feel
probably
like
don't
it's
even
just
feel
an
like
ego
they
thing.
deserve it.
That's
Right.
That's wrapped around insecurity.
Yeah.
100%.
Because if you're looking for applaud about your woman
It's like I
from
already got it.
others,
Yeah.
then you have a trophy, not a woman.
Right.
You putting her on display for others. Meaning you value their feelings about your woman versus your feelings about
Right.
your woman. Because I wouldn't, like, even with Kanye West, the way he portrays his woman shows that
Crazy.
he values what other people
Yeah.
Yeah.
said. And Amber Rose said he get off on this shit.
It's wild. That's wild. I ain't got nothing for it.
I just recently heard the dude that people looked at as a good guy because of something along those lines of it became where I was like, it sounded like he trying to put me as like a trophy in the trophy category. Everything was like, oh yeah, we'll look good together. It was like going down them lines. And it's like, you say all the right stuff and then you say stuff like this.
He probably never had a good looking woman before.
Listen.
There are a lot of dudes out there who finally
But
just
it
came up.
messes up everything because now I don't know what you're here for.
Right. For image.
Yeah,
You have an
it's
I'm
just
only dating you for this certain image. that I
literally
want.
one of the things that like really just turned me completely off is when dude was like, yeah, I just bought this new car, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, oh, cool. Saying, you know what I was thinking about when I was driving? How good you would look on the passenger side. I'm like, oh,
He landed
shut
on
up.
dick.
See, but no, you gotta understand.
Everybody say you a good guy.
like I've listened to a lot of men, like the red pill community, and they have some valid points, and then they don't have some valid points. Meaning they like to like talk about. They think that getting rich, getting a hot chick, equates to this high valued man. Money, things don't make you high value.
Right. It's your morals.
It's your morals and your
Right.
character that
Integrity.
makes you high value. Like, but and what's crazy is none of that shit equals to love.
Mm-mm.
All of it is materialistic. You going on this earth getting all the bad chicks, but can't find not one to love you for you.
Right.
You're a fucking loser.
They're not
They love
even
you for
getting.
stuff.
They're not even getting the bad
Now
chicks.
they get some bad bitches.
No, they're not.
Yeah, that's a
It's
lie.
the car and it's the money. Because I can.
Oh
get a
yeah,
bad-
they're themselves. You right,
I could get a bad chick with my fucking eyes closed, hopping on one foot,
right,
and I don't need a fucking Lamborghini
right.
and Gucci. And here I am.
And it's all, and they come off as these sure men, but it's all driven by insecurity.
For sure.
Because you never could get the girl when you didn't have.
You put a man in a man, and let's see what happens. You take away everything. You put a man in a.
And you can't compete.
Right.
You have to mesmerize her with this
You can be mad.
to avoid this. Because once she find, and then these the guys, as soon as they get a hold of this,
They can treat it bad.
no, when the women get a hold of this, they chucking the deuces.
Yep.
Absolutely.
If I can get a grip on this, I'm chucking the deuces.
Right.
But let me ask y'all a question, because we could be misguided in our thinking too when it comes to, is there such thing as dating out of your league?
Absolutely.
Yes and no.
No.
Yes and no. I mean, you
What
can
makes a
be.
motherfucker that breathes, dies, bleed
All right.
out of your league?
All right. So when you say out of your league, though, are you talking about?
Because that's
it's
putting
a- it's-
materialistic and status on people.
But that's the thing, though.
But
if
they're
you know
just
this
people.
if you know this chick like to go out and party, she like to spend a lot of money, she like to go on trips, she like to do this, she like to do that.
Mm.
If you can't keep up, you're dating out of your league.
Yeah.
If you know you make this amount of money, you can't
I
afford to
wouldn't
go
say.
on a trip
Well, I
every
guess
month.
it's the
Not
out of your league part. I guess that's just
That's
not
out
the
of your
woman of
league.
your, like, you know.
Well,
Well,
your
she out of
salary.
your budget
Yeah,
then.
Well,
She out of your damn she out of your budget.
Yeah.
But that's out of your league though.
No,
I
'cause
mean-
out of your league says that she's more valuable than you.
yeah.
Ain't nobody more valuable than nobody.
That's what I mean by saying out
Yeah.
of your league does not make sense to me.
Yeah, I understand it from that aspect, but you better stay in your budget bracket. I'm telling you, you can be sick as a tick.
Yo, and like that's that center of protect and provide. Like providing a certain lifestyle for your woman is something that is like it's an extra. Her wants does not trump her needs. If you are meeting the needs of her house, then the wants is something extra.
Mm-hmm.
Don't look down on yourself as a man because you can't provide certain people wants. Some people look at themselves as less than when they can't provide certain wants for their kids. We understand wants come and go, but if I'm taking care of your needs, you're a hellified man. You're a hellified father. You're a hellified wife. When you put a roof over his head and food on his table, you doing your fucking job.
Do you feel like providing is just financial?
No.
No,
That's
no.
what I said.
No, and I was just, and the only reason why I asked that question is because people definitely get that twisted a lot. They they tag those two lines. That's the providing part.
No,
Yeah.
and even the guys that he talked about, like they be dating women that do that. Them ain't even protectors.
Right.
They're just giving.
Yeah, it's like, hey, I got.
They're not leading. They're just giving.
I can
Yeah.
provide a good lifestyle for you.
They
but-
probably couldn't even change the damn tire on the side of the road. They probably called AAA to goddamn change the tire.
Does that do something to women though?
What?
When you can't do like basic manly shit,
All right.
does that do something to y'all?
That got to be
A
weird.
little bit.
Like if a nigga gotta call somebody to cut grass,
I'm not cutting no grass though.
huh?
I'm not cutting no grass.
But
If
can
he-
you do
if he-
it? Can you? The thing is, can you do it?
I come
Yeah.
from Brooklyn. I ain't never cut no grass.
You ain't never cut grass.
I cut grass maybe like once in my life.
That's
I,
crazy.
I come from Brooklyn. We don't got no
I
grass.
got
We don't-
concrete.
yeah, we got concrete. I ain't
But
never cut no grass.
him not knowing is a little different. We give you a little curve, but
That's a little.
I know how to change a tire. I know how to change
I don't
oil.
know because like I've been in a situation when he came from a particular area, and then when he came around to a time where he needed to do it, he did it. And I'm like, oh shit, look at him. He done stepped up to that. I'm like,
Yeah.
What is
I am I am operating off ego and pride with some of the shit I try to think I can do.
So you gotta try it.
My ego said, nigga, I don't need no instructions. I just need the box.
Just look at it. Look
And
at the picture. Hey, we
by
got
the time I'm
33
finished
extra
putting that shit
screws.
down, and you know you got your helper. You shouldn't do that.
You got your passenger seat.
This is where you should live.
Yeah, because we done already looked over this manual.
Yeah,
Right, they got the paper.
They'll look at this shit.
I think you should wait to do that part. Because if you stand it up and screw it in, it's gonna fall because it ain't together yet.
What the fuck she talking about? I know how to get this shit done.
Right.
Like,
Or them dressers when you really put the that little piece of cardboard on the back to help it stand up.
Oh yeah.
That's a very important for that thin piece of paper.
He found
It's very important.
And it goes on last.
Right.
It goes on last.
That piece of paper important.
But listen, don't try and put up no big TV. I don't care what, unless you are a specialist. Men, please don't do that. I did that one time,
It ended up on the floor.
and I followed the directions. That's the worst. That's the sad part about it. And yeah,
You sure?
huh?
You sure?
Sure did.
Even like the before stuff when they tell you like to check the walls for certain things, check for stuff.
Stairs.
I followed directions, and I just tilted it, and that motherfucker just slid down. Sick.
I need to talk
Sick.
to these people out here for a second because this is a message not only for men but also for women. People don't add. No, let me say it right. People don't bring value to you, whether it's your husband or your wife. They don't bring value to you. They add value to you. See, a lot of people, when people leave, they think their value has diminished. If you saw yourself as valuable, they can only add to it. Like if I'm a millionaire, I got $1 million in my bank account. And if you bring another $1 million to this bank account, we have $2 million. But if you leave and take your $1 million, I'm still a millionaire. And a lot of people got to look at the way they are. Because I will tell you right now, I didn't make my woman a wife. I became her husband. Because she was a wife when I met her.
Yep.
And see, because God looked after fools and babies, he gave me grace enough to wait for her to stick around so I can actually see that I have a wife. I even remember the day. She works from home and I was getting ready to go to work. And whatever she had to talk about with her job, she said she had to say her name. And that shit disrupted my spirit. I mean, my eyes opened up. And I was like, you ain't no motherfucking Smith. You a Tuck. That shit got offensive to me.
Wait, hold up. Nah, that ain't it.
And I told her, yo, whatever you got to do, set it up. I would have got married that day. But we had to wait. They said we had to wait a week to make an appointment. Because a sense of urgency came over me. God is good. A sense of urgency. It's like walking around with $1 million lottery ticket in your pocket.
You ain't cashed it?
And you ain't cashed it in 4 years.
Okay.
Now, if I could do it all over, I would have did it day one. But my eyes didn't open to thank God. Because I don't understand, even with women, if you are a wife and you know you are a wife, why are you letting men treat you like a girl? If they don't see wife, then they don't deserve you. A lot of women are really wifey to niggas that ain't committed to them. You always that shoulder to lean on when he want to talk. You always come to his rescue. You're a fucking wife, and if he can't commit to that, he can't put you on layaway. Either he gonna buy, hurry up and buy, or he gonna have to get the fuck out this store.
Hurry up and buy.
Right. But they'll let the nigga take them out like clothes, wear them out, then return them.
Mm-hmm. No receipt.
You're not a car. You don't get no. You shouldn't allow men to test drive. This is if you see yourself as a wife only. Now you hoes, the world is yours. But if you see yourself as a wife, Why are you settling for anybody that don't see you as a wife? Does it make sense?
Don't. Not at all.
The lack of commitment is based off what you're willing to tolerate. Men lack of commitment in a relationship is what you're willing to tolerate. Because if you're going to let me just use you as a wife, why do I need to change?
Right.
My eyes don't open up, especially if I'm not connected to God.
Right. Why about a cow if you get the milk for free?
That's good. Make that make sense, and you leave used, abused, and frustrated, and he can always say, well, you're not my woman.
Right. Yeah.
But I gave you wife, nigga.
Right.
Does that make sense?
It's a balance, though. It's a balance because some people use that we're not married, so I'm not doing this. But you're in a trial run now,
Right?
So
You're trying to get there.
Don't be so lax. The fact that doing wifely duties.
No, you shouldn't be fucking no nigga that ain't your husband.
That's fine.
That's tough to
Logically,
say,
that's how it's supposed to
and
be.
it sounds unrealistic. But you shouldn't be fucking nobody that ain't your husband.
That's
Why
fair.
you let niggas use you up?
Yeah.
You a wife. You know you wife material. I seen niggas do this, man. She a good girl.
Yeah.
Fuck, if she's so good, why the fuck are you not wiping her up?
Right.
You don't know no better.
If you're not gonna wipe her
he
up,
know
leave
better.
her
He
the
just
fuck
don't
alone.
care. He know better. He just don't care.
No, because you get the milk
I was about to
anyway.
say,
Right.
That's what it usually boils down to. It's like, what are they walking away from? They got a good thing going on.
He's like,
If
cool.
I'm reaping from it,
I like
what
it.
I'm walking
I like
away
it.
from.
I'm hearing the internet jumping.
I'm not moving out of
What
you
am-
paying
what
my
am
rent
I-
for free.
what am I
Oh
walking
no!
away from?
I'm in that bitch.
Rabbit.
Oh yeah, damn.
She at
You
work,
better cut
in
the
the
lights
house.
off of that motherfucker.
Man.
But
I
yeah,
don't-
I mean, and for the women, like you have to get your ass up out of there. You can't leave as a victim if things are like obviously in your face. Sometimes there are some people out there that can like put the smoke and mirrors up, but a lot of times like they be showing you exactly what it is, and
Right.
you have to like, all right, if you were giving wifely things, that doesn't make it bad because you were showing who you are, and that don't mean change afterwards. That don't mean don't go to the next person and be like, I'm gonna put my guard up, I'm gonna do this, that, and the third. You still continue to be who the fuck you are, especially if
Right.
you feel like you're a good woman.
Yeah.
But if that person is not giving you anything back, you have to learn to walk away and
Right.
accept that it is what it is. It don't make you less of who you are.
Your value doesn't change at all. Like I say this all the time. It be people that are givers, and then when they get scammed, they don't become givers anymore.
Right. They
Yeah,
take it away
yeah.
a little
The
bit.
scammer was the piece of shit,
Right. Not you.
not you. Your quality was good,
Yeah.
You straight. You solid.
but they don't see that as that. And what's crazy is women are so frustrated with men because you give this when you're ruled by your emotions. Fuck what it feels like. What is it?
What's the truth?
Fuck if y'all connect really good. What is it? That's why I said I was a fool.
I think sometimes too, it's women ego when they take on these projects because they putting all
Building
this,
it.
I'm being a wife. Why ain't this nigga giving in to me yet? It's because they feel like they doing what they supposed to do, that should make him do what he's supposed to do.
You doing it for the wrong
And they,
guy.
yeah, I'm about to say that, and that's it.
Without
That's
saying
it. They
anything.
doing it for
And,
yeah.
and the blueprint is easy.
Mhm.
All you gotta say is, I only do that for my husband. I save that for my husband. I save
Right.
my vagina for my husband. I save my emotions for my husband. I save all my valuable time for my husband. Why are you getting what I have in store for my husband? And you're not putting anything back. You're taking.
Take
Now
it.
when my husband get me, he getting
You.
somebody that's halfway empty.
Yeah.
And now my husband got to put the shit that you took out, you stole from me. Now you didn't steal it because I gave it to you.
You gave it.
I willingly gave it to you.
Right.
But he got to put back all the shit that I gave to you.
He shouldn't.
Right.
Because even if you giving that, you still should be able to pick that. I don't care how good I am to a person. If I realize that you ain't hitting on nothing, Jess is going to go head on over and move on out the way. And I'm still going to be who I am.
Right.
I don't need nobody to put nothing back into me because I know who I am. My foundation's solid.
Right.
It's not going to change anything.
And that's the attitude that everybody that's dealing that goes for men too.
Yeah.
Well, I could I could attest to what you're saying because I remember after getting out of a relationship and putting my all into it, for me to get back to that person who I wanted to be in another relationship the way that I was, I had to work my way back up to it because I had lost that. And for me losing that, it was like, hold on, this ain't me when I'm dealing with another woman or another relationship. And so then I had to like question myself, like, is it because I'm not feeling her or is it because I'm not motivated? Yourself. But why am I not being the man that I know that I'm supposed to be? And why am I not doing the things that I would normally do because it's what I want to do to make my woman feel happy? So you gotta work back up to that after getting out of
working on yourself before you get with somebody else, and that's
a
lot of steps that people be skipping because they be trying to go get fixed over here.
Right, they be having in and out of relationships.
Yeah,
and this is how men fuck up.
Yeah,
because the Bible say when a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing. He said finds a wife. Some niggas find girls
and hoes.
And try to make them into a wife and wonder why you have so much hell. When a man finds a wife.
Finds a good thing.
But y'all letting these men find y'all and don't claim y'all because he's getting wife already.
For free.
Mm-hmm.
What is the upgrade?
Stuff.
Like, what is the incentives of me marrying you? If I'm getting wife anyway.
That is only supposed to be temporary. If like I said, you're gonna come with your full. Don't half-ass me. Right. I'm not saying that you got to go full throttle like we getting married tomorrow and all this type of thing, but like come and like who you like. You need to know who you want to marry, and I got to know if this is the person I want to marry. Right. We have to see those things in each other, but what people have to accept is if it's just not working, it's not working. Yeah. Don't make you less of who you are. Get the hell on. Like
that's a fact.
That just because that person, and then sometimes it don't even mean that person is a bad person.
Yeah.
You're just not their person.
Yeah.
And you gotta accept it. Like, all right, we cool. Like, all right, I'm trying. It didn't work, and it's like, all right,
cool.
Like, cool.
Let's move on.
You just not my person. Don't keep trying to be no damn wife over there. That's what people get caught up at.
Right, and same thing with being a husband. You're providing all these niggas is paying women rent.
As a boyfriend.
And not living
there.
Now, like you said about the hoes, now you tricks, y'all continue to do your thing.
Yeah.
Stop.
The world is yours.
Stop.
The world is yours.
Y'all gonna trick ass
nigga.
No, but you stop the trick.
You trick ass nigga.
I'm gonna need that bottle. I'm gonna need that couch.
You think I'm going to work and adding my bills and a chick bills together that ain't my wife? That don't even sound.
That's
some low ass insecurity.
That's crazy.
What is keeping her there? Stop paying that rent, nigga.
Over it.
See how she act.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's for you husbands.
Yeah. Playing husband.
Yeah, that's for the husband. This is not for the tricks. We need flights. We're not gonna skip on that. We need flights.
No. What you mean?
Huh?
The hell no.
Husbands no. Husbands no.
She don't deserve a husband if she's not your wife.
She sure don't. No.
So fly your ass well.
No, the tricks, y'all. No. Tricks. No. You said the hoes, the world is yours.
The world's yours.
Okay.
You said you want the husband.
I said the husband. No, don't y'all do that.
Okay,
don't stop the tricks. Don't stop the tricks. No. Hell no. No. You trying to fuck up my son?
Hey.
what we have to do is we have to stop practicing separation within a relationship. Really, in a marriage. Having separate bank accounts is a practice of separation.
And it's a practice of trust and building up to trust.
You shouldn't have separate bank accounts.
Who controls the bank account?
I know who's in charge of the house. So whatever, like if she's good, she's better at it, then at the moment she should control it.
Okay.
But if you're not, if but if you're with her, you should be better at it after a while. She is the helpmate for a reason. You're supposed to be good at it.
So she's supposed to help you get in control of it.
Yeah, that's your wife.
You're not making somebody better what you do.
Yeah.
But this is why also where, like, you know, when we were saying about opposites.
Yeah.
This is along those lines.
I said no. If you go back,
no, I'm saying this is along the lines that we were talking about.
No, I said date somebody just like you that complement your weaknesses. Now, a person with personality and character like you can be better at that.
That ain't what we said. That ain't what we said at all. You really trying to.
If we were talking about if you're a saver and you're a spender.
Yes, because they were talking about I had to look up morals and characteristics when I brought up that.
But I mean, it was more. It's different reasons why we were saying it. Like, if somebody's a saver and somebody's a spender, that'd be a good thing.
No, hell no.
Why?
Because
it'll be a balance in that relationship.
It's going to be an empty cup that's just constantly
going in and out.
Just constantly empty.
Because, like, she's going to help you with these finances now. Maybe you don't spend as much.
No.
And you're like, hey, we can afford to go on this trip now.
So
that's the balance in the relationship.
I'm a savior. You're a better savior than me. But I try to save. Now we can flourish. But if I'm a spender and you're a savior,
everything I save, she's gonna spend.
Nah, but that's a part of being in a relationship, though.
No, that's
the part of being in a relationship is I'm helping with your weakness and you're helping me with my weakness.
Listen, when he said opposite attract, this is why you read the Johnny Carson moment. So if opposites attract, why then do you try to make them like you?
They're not trying to make them like you.
That's naturally.
No. I'm looking at. I'm getting on them. If opposites attract, then what is the benefit of you trying to make them like you?
Because it's the weakness.
It's the weakness in that area,
and you're trying to get them where
to be more like you. But that's naturally what you do. You want somebody.
But it's the same equivalent. Like if you sit here, you're not that great at saving. Obviously, you need somebody that.
But I be trying to save. I'm on that,
but you don't.
Yeah,
know. You a spender. That's why you're not a spender. I'm just not better at that than you. That's why you ain't that good at it. Why ain't you on her level?
That's why your person is there.
Why ain't you on her level?
You got a helpmate for a reason.
At the end of the day,
they didn't help you.
They said opposites attract.
Why aren't you on her level?
I'm constantly trying to make you just like me.
Why aren't you on her level? Why aren't you a good saver?
Because some people are better at certain things.
That's what I'm saying.
Like my girl can cut grass.
But she ain't gonna cut.
She ain't gonna cut better than me.
She might. You never know.
Oh, we dry it. Fuse the weed eat. But anyway, but don't mean she cut better than me. But she know how to do it. Yeah. Are you taking but you're trying to turn somebody into what?
You.
So opposites don't attract.
They do.
Because why can't I stay opposite of you then?
Because we're all trying to still come together as one, though. Because when you're in a relationship,
like an opposite.
Are you trying to make her see it your way, or are you?
Nobody's trying to force anything like that. But sometimes,
why can't she stay a spender?
Sometimes God send people your way just to help you become better,
or add clarity to what you don't see as clear.
You know what equally yoke is? They usually talk about how the horses are yoked with this thing, and it takes them to push. Now, say for instance, if I need help picking up a heavy ass couch, I'm going to find somebody equally yoked to help me.
Not all the time.
You get a weak motherfucker on that end and see where your back be the next day.
All right, move by yourself.
Huh?
Move by yourself.
This ain't moving by yourself.
No, but that's what I'm saying, though.
Y'all lost this argument.
No. But it's a balance to that. Now, you probably could pick up this chair right here by yourself, right?
Right.
This love seat. But if she just put her little 20%, it'll make it a lot easier for you, right?
I'm gonna have back problems.
I don't care, but it'll help you. You can move it.
You can
move it by yourself.
You know what motherfuckers say? No, he don't.
Right. You can move this.
I'll take the 20.
Give me that little 20.
You ever had motherfuckers that tried to help you and didn't know what you do?
Yeah.
What you say?
Move.
I got it.
Get the fuck back, and you making it worse.
That 20% gonna help.
It's back to even now.
Practice separation. Do y'all believe that we should have different bank accounts?
I think it should be.
You should have 3.
Yeah, I think it should be 3. 1 together and 2 separate.
Within,
I
get that. You want to have 3 because you need people to have access.
Yeah, I mean, because like you're trying to buy her something, or you got something that you want to buy.
Yeah.
When I don't mean literally the bank account, I mean the money. Say for instance, if we need something, but this is her leisure money.
Are we not spend that? We spend a group.
No, like say for instance, 3 bank accounts.
Okay.
Y'all's together,
Mhm.
and y'all have a card with y'all personal stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I might need help with that,
Right.
and it's more important than her leisure.
Yeah.
Who money is it?
Y'all's right.
It's all out.
Right.
It's
So we
all
got to go
y'all.
to the need first. But people will really say, well,
That's her money over there.
yeah.
Oh, okay, that's what
It
you're
be
saying.
niggas that'll borrow from somebody else and their wife got it.
Oh
that's,
no.
that's craziness.
See, because this is how you develop that 50-50 thing. There's no such thing as a 50-50 relationship. You're
No.
one. What's mine is yours and what's yours is mine. Because the minute I say I'm this provider and protector and I get hurt on the job and you have to step up, because the relationship could be 80-20, 70-30, either way. But once you put 50-50 and say I pay this and you pay that, the minute I can't up my bargain, then you're going to look at it like you're doing more.
Right.
But if I came in saying what's yours is mine, what's mine is yours, then whenever the roller coaster ride goes, it's our roller coaster ride to be on.
Right.
So and another thing, how people practice separation. Stop claiming your kids. It ain't your child. It's your child.
It depends on what kind of day I'm having. Who they got on my nerves?
Oh, now that's
y'all
different.
are Sean kids today.
Yeah. Now that I understand that.
Right.
But people like women will call the man and say, "Don't you hit my child?"
What's that, bro? This our kid. Who you talking
Hold
about?
on. You mean their child together?
Yes.
I'd have hung up the phone on you
Right.
before.
But a lot of women really try to make kids their kids. Like they have more control over this kid, and I don't mean like physical control. Like I can tell you what to do with our kid. Like what? What are you talking about?
Those
Right,
are
you don't
those.
get out my face, you stupid.
Those are those controlling women that got beta males.
Right.
Ain't no damn man gonna put up with that.
No,
Point blank. Period. I've seen it, and
for sure.
couldn't be me.
Nah,
Hell
Couldn't
no, I
be me.
can't be.
not Nina.
No.
Hell no.
Shit.
I'm not discussing nothing. Like even when you live in separate household, what goes on in my house does not matter in what goes on you're not controlling. Like some women would tell a man, "Don't have her around my child."
Right.
That's my woman. What the fuck you mean?
Right.
And that's my child. You too late. I already introduced.
Right. They
Call
already
them
know they
stepmama already.
They friends.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
They friends.
Like women think that they really have that power.
Right.
What do you? And men do too.
I mean, oh
Mhm.
yeah.
You got this nigga around my child.
Right. Come on. Man.
Niggas don't really be caring.
They care about one thing.
AKA, you got this nigga around my pussy. That's what he really trying to say.
No, they ain't gonna like that. They ain't like it the last time you said it.
And that's why I keep saying it. They know they lying.
Right.
Like I always say, like, if you had a child by this woman, then you deem her responsible.
Right.
Mhm.
So you respect her decision, whether who's around, because you
Right.
feel like she's the one that's responsible.
And it's the opposite way around too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you made a mother and you made a father out of both of these.
Right.
So
I mean, sometimes it is some conversations that had to be had. Now, by no means did I ever tell them who they had the kids around and stuff like that. The only thing that we had a conversation was about, I was like, hey, I know what you want. You done introduced me to like 4 or 5 women that told me they was the one. I'm gonna need for you to stop bringing the kids around everybody. Like that's what, you setting a bad example. Like
you're setting a
you
bad
got
example.
you got to
that's
tighten
fair.
up.
well, you know what? That ain't. I need you to stop. Just put your little suggestion in there.
Right.
I
Yeah,
mean,
that's
but
fair.
he did
That's
tighten
fair.
up, especially when it even got to the point where my son said, "I'm tired of meeting other kids. I miss so and so and so."
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like,
yeah.
"Hey,
Bullshit.
hey, bruh,
You got to chill, dog. You
Bruh.
got to chill.
I kind of miss the other girl too."
I see niggas.
I like her.
I'm like,
I like her.
"Yeah,
You know some men be like getting approval from their kid. So what you think about it?
Nah, that's crazy. People do that with their parents too.
The woman will encourage the kid to disrespect the new woman.
That's
Boy.
I want to tear your ass the fuck up.
I wish.
Yeah.
I got a whole wife over here, and you gonna come over here and be rude. Get fucked up in here.
See, you fucked up in.
Get fucked up in here.
That's weird behavior.
Huh?
I said that'd be some weird behavior.
I'm gonna tell you within a fucking marriage. Cause mama and emotions.
Right.
Mama will hide some things that the kids do to protect them from dad.
Yeah.
Right.
They will hide things that's separation and confusion.
Mm-hmm.
They will hide things that the kids do because they know dad gonna react a certain way.
Yeah. He gonna get up on them.
And why do they do that?
To protect their little baby.
Right. They don't want the kids to be held accountable.
That's emotion
Right.
over logic. What are you teaching them now? That me and mama have a different relationship
Mm-hmm.
than me and dad.
Mm-hmm.
Be on the cool. They cool with the kids. Like, come on, man. You can't be cool with kids.
No.
I'm your parent.
They ain't
You
your
just gotta
fucking peer.
You just gotta respect me. That's it.
Right. I don't got to, you ain't got to like me.
Right.
As long as
But
I'm doing my job as your father, we all right.
you got a roof. You got food. You ain't dead.
Right. Yo, to be honest, this shit worked on my mama. Like, whenever she'll whoop our ass, I won't speak to her. That shit used to tear her ass all to pieces.
That's crazy.
Try that on me.
Oh, you might get body slammed. I wish you would walk anywhere. In the house.
You got your little chest poked out, nigga. What?
What?
I wish
Cat
Will
got your
was
tongue.
like that.
Go ahead.
I'm about to rip it out. You won't fucking around in here.
My mama wouldn't have cared.
Huh?
No, mama wouldn't have cared.
She wouldn't care about it.
She wouldn't have cared about it if she
I don't
whooped
want to
my
hear your ass anyway.
Oh, your mama would care?
Hell no, she
my
wouldn't have cared. It
my
wouldn't
mama
bother
didn't
her.
care once like women don't usually whoop kids unless emotion is involved.
Right.
Dad whoop kids because we don't, it ain't shit they got to do with that.
Right.
You know what Kevin Hart said? Go in there and fuck that little baby up. Yeah, he like, what'd he do? Like, fuck, you gonna let him disrespect us?
Right.
Yeah, me and just like, yeah, I guess he need an ass whooping.
Right. Yeah.
So we
There
going
you
there
go.
with no emotions, but we know that he needs this.
Yeah.
Right. Like, I forgot about it. But you getting this whooping tonight. I told you at 3:00. I just forgot. I got to for your ass medal.
This game and no. This is one of the reasons why we said love hurt, because some of those ass whooping today I appreciate.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I told you I wish I could tell my stepdad, like, bro, I appreciate you, dog, for not leaving me in the trenches. When I wanted to do hood rat shit with my friends. Nah, you coming home. Yeah, man.
All right, now I gotta say this before I close it out, because protect and provide. There is a balance. Women should not be. Dr. Miles Monroe said this, and I tell you, I listen to him all the time. That no woman want to have to work. And see, as men, when you're with a woman, you in that relationship should provide that option. See, the world itself have tried to separate us as a family. So we have to strategize, because one income used to take care of the whole house.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now they made it impossible for one income to take care of the, unless you really getting it.
Right. Yeah.
And that ain't the majority of people.
Yeah.
So it forces the woman in the house. Why you see so many divorces and all this stuff, kids running wild, because the teachers are more of a parent, and teachers actually think they're more of a parent to your child than you are.
Right.
Like, but when you know that is a dynamic, when a woman, you as a man should go and say, okay, now how can I make enough money to where she doesn't have to work? Because any woman that walks in knowing in a job, knowing,
if she ain't gotta be this, less stressful.
so say it again.
It's
She
less
just-
stressful.
She just
Cause
floating
y'all got
around.
one
that
day to
motherfucker.
play with me, and I'm telling my husband.
It's over.
Yeah.
My husband got two jobs.
She should have that option.
Right.
And I promise you, my hustle and bustle is, because even when she said, you said, you know what I'm saying? She said, if I get rich, I'm still gonna work. I don't know what that is for about.
Cool.
But
you
long
got
as you can do that. Long as you ain't gotta do it.
Yeah.
Because if you got to be at a job, men, we can deal with it better.
Yeah.
When you let a woman that's full of emotion have to be at a job that she hates,
Oh man.
it hardens her.
You sure do.
And she gonna bring it home. She gonna bring it home too.
She gonna bring it home.
And
Not only do
that's
she
the
have
woman
to
of the
be
house.
this, her job as a mother just doesn't go away.
Right.
So your job as a man, like it be niggas that woman is working more overtime than them.
Nah. You gotta figure
How
it out.
your woman clock in and get more hours than you a week?
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous right there. It don't make sense.
Right. And it ain't even about the money. It's about the position.
Right.
If she especially if she hated, you really got to get on your grind.
Right.
But your mindset should always be, how can I create that option for her?
Because even in that situation of like she picking up more hours, if she know this is temporary,
She can do it.
she can do it.
But if she got to,
Right. You're like, I've been doing this for 2 years. Oh, Jesus Christ. Y'all about to break up. Y'all about to break up. Just go get ready to sign them papers.
Well, this concludes another episode of Me and My Big Mouth podcast. Your job as a man has not changed. Just because you're shitty at your job don't mean that the description of the job is bad. It actually provides a peaceful household when you're doing it correctly. A lot of men don't know how to be in control and, not be a dictator. Like, you can rule, but you have to rule with love. You can handle a household, but you have to rule in love. Once you rule in power, that's the dictator part. Because it ain't even about the whole unit. It's about my power. Go ahead and get some merch from bigmouthbrand.com. Go ahead and follow me on all platforms. This is YouTube. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe button. I told you, Floyd, all three of them got time. You will get the Nino effect if you fuck around. He been kind of quiet this week. I usually give him a thumbs up, but he pumped him out of Facebook. They got him out of
He's scared over there.
Scared. And they came
Martha
out, they
over
came
there
out to
now.
him.
What they do?
Yeah, somebody came after him, but
What they say?
my followers ate her ass up, so she let it go.
Who?
No, they came after him.
Oh.
I don't even know.
Talking about, she said, he fucked up when he said feelings. Like, that don't make you factual. Please shut up, sir.
Oh, that's crazy.
And they got on her ass, though. They got on her ass.
I need to see that.
But yeah, I'm screaming on all platforms, so go follow the channel. And do you have anything you want to plug?
What would Nino do? It's the Nino effect.
My Instagram, Raheem Cousin Speaks, and my podcast, The Marriage Experiment.
Happy spring. Happy Women's Month too. That's key. Can't we go plug that?
See, I have control to edit.
You don't see that.
And I'm out.
Middle finger to the world. Such chaos. Seems like the government that had a fucking seance. Neighbor versus neighbor. Don't care about your flavor. Dave Chappelle said, please, just don't hate us. Boys speak free, must got that fuck you paper. Nah, I'm a king, rather die cavalier than a Laker. Way too smart to wait on muse and some acres. Now they using verbal whips to break us. Watching the oppressor come oppress us. Cause niggas don't believe in your endeavors. We ain't stopping your rights, then it's whatever. What happened to a difference of opinion from two different beings? Are we all just minions? Sticks and stones break bones, but words would never hurt me. So when you say I can't say something, it really irks me. The F word, the R word, the N word, hold up, bitch. I'm not in third, I'm a grown man. So if I feel it, I'ma say it. I don't need a certain group to okay it. I'm real lifetime with this, don't arcade it. Don't understand shit I'm saying, then replay it. My cup is running over with this bullshit. And even more lies is coming from the pulpit. Asking if God really would approve this. Born here, but I feel like a tourist. Middle finger to the world. When they come for me, just give me excuse to be who I wanna be. Niggas is some wanna be, scared to tell the truth. And middle finger up to the council culture too. Middle finger to the world. When they come for me, just give me excuse to be who I wanna be. Niggas is some wanna be, scared to tell the truth. And middle finger up to the cancel culture too. Middle finger to the world.